No big Neil, join the show, say what you feel. No big Neil, play the games, keep it real. No big Neil, let me know what you're thinking now. No big Neil, join the show, say what you feel. No big Neil, play the games, keep it real. No big Neil, let me know what you're thinking now. No big Neil, join the show, say what you feel. No big Neil, play the games, keep it real. No big Neil, let me know what you're thinking now. No big Neil, join the show, say what you feel. No big Neil, play the games, keep it real. No big Neil, let me know what you're thinking now. No big Neil, join the show, say what you feel. No big Neil, play the games, keep it real. No big Neil, let me know what you're thinking now. No big Neil, join the show, say what you feel. No big Neil, play the games, keep it real. No big Neil, let me know what you're thinking now. No big Neil, join the show, say what you feel. No big Neil, play the games, keep it real. No big Neil, let me know what you're thinking now. No big Neil, join the show, say what you feel. No big Neil, play the games, keep it real. No big Neil, let me know what you're thinking now. No big Neil, join the show, say what you feel. No big Neil, play the games, keep it real. No big Neil, let me know what you're thinking now. No big Neil, join the show, say what you feel. No big Neil, play the games, keep it real. No big Neil, let me know what you're thinking now. No big Neil, join the show, say what you feel. No big Neil, play the games, keep it real. No big Neil, let me know what you're thinking now. No big Neil, join the show, say what you feel. No big Neil, play the games, keep it real. No big Neil, let me know what you're thinking now. No big Neil, join the show, say what you feel. No big Neil, play the games, keep it real. No big Neil, let me know what you're thinking now. No big Neil, Join the show, say what you feel. No big deal. Play the games, keep it real. No big deal. Let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal. Join the show.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you're muted. You're muted. They're saying you're muted.
Fucking knew it. Fucking knew it. Merry Christmas, everybody, was what I was saying the first time around. Ho fucking go! No possible issues whatsoever. Now, this time, I'm actually also going to start Instagram Live. I'm going to do this. Alright? So,
Okay.
bear with me. The miracle of science. I press this button down here, I think. Checking connection. Hi, Instagram Live. We've already done the Twitch thing, but last time I forgot to do this on the signing I did last time. So now we're doing both. So I'm going to be doing this, and then this, and then this, occasionally this.
Yes, you
Maybe
are
just a little
live
flicker
on
eyes.
Instagram. I can
All right,
verify
holy
that.
shit. Take that, technology, and check it out. Whoops. I got a little Japanese dividing thing here back here. There's light now. I've stepped out of the heart of darkness.
It looks
I
great.
also have a phone call, which is really useful, so that's going to keep happening. All right, good. Hi, folks, Instagram Live. Hi, folks, on Twitch. Thanks very much for joining me. This is a Christmas signing with my good friend and co-conspirator, although you can't prove anything, Blue Medic. Hi, Blue.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I just realized that the Instagram folks probably can't hear me.
They can't, so I'm going to be talking for Blue, Instagram people. I should really turn you this way. I don't know if I can do this. That's probably way better, isn't it?
You're sideways right
I don't
now.
know. You can see my ceiling, but hey. That's
Oh, there we go. That's better. Yes.
That's better. So now,
Like
now it's sort of like, I don't know. I'm gonna sort of do that. That's dangerous. Maybe do this as well. Hi. So here's the thing. Here's the thing, Instagram people. I may not be able to answer questions on Instagram because there's a lot of stuff going on right now. I don't know how it's going to work. There's two screens. I have high curiosity, low attention span, much like a chimpanzee. So that's going to be a little tough. So if you want to bear with me, if you do want to scoot over to twitch.tv/Neil Newbon, you are most welcome to. And I'm going to be doing the signing for everybody that's pre-ordered. If you want to grab, ask me to write a message, please do, go over to streamly.com/Neil Newbon, and I can totally write a message as we go. I'm going to be here until we finish signing, so don't worry, I'm not going to be running off or anything like that. Although my fear of technology is overwhelming right now, so that's cool. And this thing is a really good choice, because it's just going to keep doing this the whole time. Also, I invite... Sorry. It's ridiculous. Also, I invite you to ask me questions about the projects. Obviously, I'm quite a private person, so I don't talk about my private life, but I'm really happy to talk about acting, about performance capture especially, which is my great passion. I'm very lucky to be employed by a lot of people in voice work and performance capture, so I have a lot of people I owe and say thank you to. But any questions about the characters and the jobs that I've done, as long as it's not breaking NDA, as in there's a couple of things obviously that's out. Baldur's Gate 3 is out. I can't tell you what's coming up, primarily because I don't know, but also I can't tell you any of the things that haven't been released. So please, any questions like that, I just can't answer. It's not my fault. I wrote the contract in blood. It dried. They verified it's my blood. It's just the way it is. So if anybody wants to go to Twitch, please do. If you want to ask me a question. Cool. All right, let's get this thing underway, huh? First and foremost, I hope you're all well. Depending on which particular brand of chaos that your government or country is suffering from, good luck. I'm in a country which is really having an interesting time, and in about 2 weeks it's going to be desperately awful.
Yeah.
I'm really upset, but let's not talk about that because, European till I die, folks. European till I die. All right, so, okay, first one's up is from Engelschwert, who is
They're
from...
in the chat, too.
They're in the chat. Hi, Engelschwert. The hardcore vagabond crew, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I have been kind of tinkering around with streaming on Twitch, and we do a thing on Sunday, which is a roleplay group with some of my friends that I've been roleplaying for years. because I'm an incredible geek, basically. So you're most welcome to check that out. It's on Sundays, 8 o'clock GMT PM, and 12 o'clock PST GM. You know what? There's a lot of acronyms flying around, and I don't feel comfortable with that many acronyms. It's a lot of... Blue, help me out here. So anyway, if you want to check it out, so that's the Vagabond Chronicles, which is a Warhammer Fantasy roleplay 1st edition that we do, which is just awesome. I really like it. And so hi, Engel Schvet, who's part of the crew. Cool. So please draw a sad Neil and a rabbit. Okay. So sad Neil is a thing that I drew arbitrarily. I just drew it off the cuff in one of our roleplay sessions, and it looked actually strangely pretty good. I gotta say, it really represents and captures Sad Neil.
It does. It's also the loyalty badge on your Twitch channel.
Also, that's right. I forgot about that. It's also the loyalty badge on my Twitch, man. So this is for English. So I have to draw a Sad Neil. This is gonna be off memory. It's probably not gonna be as good, man. I'm just gonna and a rabbit as well.
That has to be your new signature, you know?
What,
Instead of just
Sad
Neil
Neil?
Newbon, you're going to draw as a Sad Neil, so you'll perfect it.
The actor formerly known as Neil Newbon is just like now the Sad Neil character, like a squiggle, like Prince. I don't think I could try that. I'm not entirely sure that's going to work, but let's see. All right, so I'm going to do Sad Neil in black. There he is. He's like this. He's crossing his arms a little bit. I seem to remember he sort of, it was the fold on the arms that I really liked.
Yeah,
That was the
arm
thing.
fold and then like the lopsided eyes and a little frowny smile.
Frowny. And like weirdly large feet. I do have quite big feet. Yeah. There you go. He's a little sad. I'm going to give him a little Christmas hat because God bless him, it's Christmas, huh? There you go. Beep, 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 beep. Cool, so we've got a Sad Neil request. You know what I'm talking about? This is Sad Neil. No, that's not Sad Neil, that's just me. That's Sad Neil. Christmas hat. And then we also have a rabbit. So the rabbit thing was also, I was trying to define what these creatures were that I created, these little kind of like spider creature things in the game. And I couldn't really like vocalize what they were supposed to look like or be. So I drew a rabbit that was terrible. So that's the other thing. This is a rabbit. It's a rabbit. Rabbit. Possibly spilling mulled wine over Sad Neil. That's why he's sad. Let's be creative here, folks. There's mulled wine everywhere. Oh no! It's going to ruin his terrible haircut. No. Okay, or his hat. Cool. So that's okay. And I'm gonna slice through my own neck, which you shouldn't do, but I'm gonna do this in pen. Tango shirt. All right. In fact, actually, I'm just gonna draw. In fact, I'm not gonna do that because actually you don't want it to be signed to anybody. So I'm just gonna draw me with a dog collar now because I have to go over the writing I just did because you asked me not to.
Oh, no.
Now it's just gonna be me wearing a dog collar, which is so weird. Maybe like a Christmas star. There you go. This took a really weird turn, Blue. I'm not gonna lie. So now I'm wearing like a choker. But that not on the Sad Neil, on me. I'm now wearing it because you didn't want me to sign it to anybody, so now I'm wearing a choker with a little. It's
amazing.
Really it's so strange. Sorry about that, folks. so that's now English for that. So you got more than you asked for.
On it. Just keep doodling. Just needs more doodles.
Me and the choker. I'm going to leave it at that because I think I've destroyed this enough. So thank you very much, English for that. I don't know if you want me to sign it or not, but you didn't say that. But I'm gonna maybe a little tiny signature. No, you don't want me to make it out to anybody. That's cool. But maybe a little. I guess the Sad Neil is a signature. Oh, I'll just do it. Okay, cool. Just there. All right, cool. So now that is an authentic.
Ingle in the chat says yes, please sign.
Okay, it's signed. Signed there. This is my dog collar thing that I'm gonna put on there. Sad Neil and a rabbit. I think we nailed it. Totally nailed it. This thing is really good. I'm gonna start like getting into this thing in a minute. All right. So thank you very much. Next one up, we have. Let's put these somewhere I can't possibly tread on them because that's also a thing, Blue. Okay. So next one up is Astarian for Joe. This is Inksprin on Instagram. Inksprin on Instagram, making it out to Joe. Literally any doodle or smiley face added on Well, a little doodle. How about? I'm a little doodle. I'm not sure entirely sure what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna do a little happy vampire, Neil. How about that?
I like it. It's very holiday.
It's very on point, and I actually made an accidental pun. Did you hear that? Very on point. Forget it. I'm here all day. So I'm gonna do a little fancy doublet, kind of like the one I wore when I was in a Shakespeare play.
Galaxy song. That's you?
Sorry?
I'm Joe. Galaxy song in the chat says, I'm Joe. That's me.
Hi, Joe. Well, I've given him a little Jacobean doublet and pantaloonies, and he's really happy, and maybe like a little because he's holding Santa's severed head. No, that's inappropriate. That's weird. I'm not gonna go that far. How about a reindeer's head?
Dig it.
That'd be pretty good. So he's holding the severed head of a reindeer. He's feasting upon. Listen, darling, I'm a vampire. You're just going to have to deal with the blood thing, okay? So that's making it out to Joe. Dear Joe, Merry Xmas. Have a bloody good time.
Aha.
Always thinking, buddy. Always thinking. Cool. So this is for Joe. Thanks, Joe. And there's a little vampiric Astarian.
Amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying amazing. It's kind of the what do you call it? The validation I need. Blue. Thank you. I appreciate it for my art. I'm comfortable.
I never say anything I don't mean.
I'm comfortable as an actor. I just need as an artist, as a pen artist. It's a new thing, so I need a little bit of validation. So if anybody has any questions on Instagram Live, you're most welcome to go across to Twitch, because twitch.tv /Neil Newbon, because that way we can see the questions, because it's like a lot of stuff to go on. So this is for Luxoria. Luxoria? What a luxurious name you have, Luxoria. Delightful. This is for Astarian. Hello, Astarian. I'm going to talk about your name because it's rather beautiful. So, what a delicious name you have.
They're also in the chat.
Oh, hi. Okay, so this is for Luxoria. What a delicious name you have, darling. And that's from Astarian, and that's a little speech bubble thing there. Much love. So there you go. Thank you very much. What a delicious name you have, darling. I hope that's okay. That's a little. I guess that's kind for him. That's like a compliment leading up to possibly puncturing your neck and drinking your blood dry. That feels about right for Astarian, right? That's about right. I think.
Yeah,
right.
I think so.
I think we're on point. That joke's been done, but let's just knock the 7 shades of shit out of that joke. All right, cool. So thank you, Luxuria. Cool. Next up is Indri Janusaskati. Wow, what a great name. Okay, fantastic. Indri, that's a lovely name. Maybe you can write the most meaningful quote for you from Detroit Become Human. Thank you so much. There's quite a lot of quotes. It's really, I guess this is more Kamsky territory than anything else. I do like the original one. It's quite a long-winded one, but his main thing when he sums up this idea of what androids are and humanity and how this is all going to end. I quite like that. Which, how's it go? I may not be able to write out the whole thing, so I'll say the whole thing, but I'll write it out in a little bit. It's something like deviants, fascinating, aren't they? Perfect beings with infinite intelligence, and now they have free will. Machines are so superior to us. Confrontation was inevitable. Humanity's greatest achievement threatens to be its downfall. Ironic, isn't it? It was something like that.
That was so great. I was like nerding out the whole time.
Thank you. I haven't spoken like him for a little while. So, that's.
Yeah, he's a little wispy. Is that okay for me to say? Like, it's just very like wispy.
He's definitely
kind of
husky.
low.
Yeah, because he's not quite as much when you see him in the short film that we did.
Yeah.
We did the short film. Like I spoke very deviants. Wait, isn't it fascinating? Aren't they?
Yeah.
We spoke a bit about that because obviously when I came up with the original voice, it was not quite how it was in the initial audition I had. I had time to work on it, obviously. But when they spoke about doing a sort of like 8 years earlier or 5 years earlier or however many years it was before the short film is made from the actual story, I kind of wanted to show that he'd sort of gone beyond, like he'd left society. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
That, and he's sort of slightly
He surrounded himself with a bunch of Chloe bots. Like, he probably doesn't deal with humans like at all anymore. He just like $1 billion and just lives in his mansion.
You sound like that's a bad thing. So I'm jumping characters quite a lot right now. Hang on, let's make this out to Indri. You want me to put the full name? All right, let's do it. Jen is Saskati. Wow, what an amazing name. I wonder where it's from. It does sound like it's almost Sri Lankan or something like that. I don't know. Very cool. Cool. So this is for you. Thank you very much, Indri. Thank you. It's really cool. So yeah, going back to him, when we did the short film, which we shot actually after the main game, it's very rare that you get to go back on a character, but especially go back to a character in the early stage. It does happen, but it doesn't happen that often. So to see like an earlier iteration, I'm talking about games more than film and TV, because obviously in TV and film you go backwards and forwards a lot. Or if
he's younger, right? Like he's
a lot
several
younger,
years younger.
Oh, it's something like 5 or 6, maybe longer than that.
Yeah.
So I kind of like the idea that that's who he was and how he was, and then suddenly he sort of like just leaves society, but in a very definite way, and he's just off in his own mind. You know what I mean? So I kind of wanted to affect the voice like that. But then when we had a chance to go back, I wanted to say, well, what happens before that? What happens before he has his revelation or epiphany or whatever it is that happens to him in that way? So yeah, that's why his voice is slightly kind of stronger and a bit more casual, a bit more relaxed than the Kamsky you see in the game, which is kind of cool. So the next one up is for Naz, who is also, I believe this is yes, Naz Lazzle. This is one of our Vagabond crew as well, our Chaos crew. Hello, Naz.
There in the chat too.
Hey, Naz, what's up?
We met Naz at, I know I met Naz in line at
cool.
one of the MCMs. Yeah.
Very cool, very cool. Positive quote.
I think we got a picture together. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure we did.
Okay, I'm going to do one of my favorite quotes of all time. And this is a positive one, because I think it's like, this is by Erasmus, who was the godfather or grandfather or whatever you want to call it of modern humanism. I might be wrong on that one. But he was Dutch originally, and Erasmus said, luck is... Wait, is it Erasmus? I think it's Erasmus. Luck is the residue of design. It might have been... Was it Charlemagne? Ooh, I think it's Erasmus. Pretty sure it's Erasmus. You might want to fact check that one. But
okay, what is it?
Luck is the residue of design. It means that you can only take opportunities if you get yourself ready and if you stay in a positive place. So if you stay in a positive place and you're ready and you're primed to take opportunities. So luck happens to you when you're ready for it, if that makes sense. So like you can be lucky, but really you have to look at your life and say, was it completely random chance, or was it that you'd set up your life in a positive way that you were allowed, amenable to then take this luck and use it well? Do you know what I mean? Like I've been lucky in my life about meeting the right people and having them take a chance on me and really helping me improve my life in many different ways, not just work. But then you look back and go, well, maybe there were some things I was already doing that prime myself to be open-minded or to be humble or to be professional or to be whatever the thing is, that meant that luck could come. Do you know what I mean? That makes sense?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I feel like I need more coffee, but yes.
I need more coffee, definitely. It's late, I still need more coffee. So this is for Naz. So luck is the residue of design. Pretty sure it's Erasmus. Could be Charlemagne. Not sure. Pretty sure it's Erasmus, but anyway. So check it out. But that's a really good quote. It's one of my favorites. So, yeah. This is Dazzle Dazzle. Here you go. This is for Naz. Beep, 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 beep. Thank you, Naz. A lot of stuff going on here, mate. This thing's flying in my face. Got a pen in my hand. Remember numbers and things. It's very confusing.
That quote was originally attributed to the English poet John Milton.
Oh, Milton. Really? Oh, interesting. Okay, there you go, folks. John Milton, who actually has amazing story ideas, is not the most humorous of writers. If you want to read, actually, he's got some, what is his opus? Is Paradise Lost, I believe. That's Milton, right? And it's very interesting because it takes the point of view of the devil. For quite some journey in that story, you actually start with the devil, and then you see his point of view. And I know it's supposed to, he's actually, you know, he writes from a Christian point of view and all that stuff. It depends on obviously what you believe. I mean, I'm not Christian, but you know, I respect people's religions and whatnot. But it's a very interesting book because, you know, it's always good to see the other point of view. So there's an interesting, when I read it, I remember thinking, oh, that's interesting. This, like, you're talking about Lucifer's point of view on this stuff. Well, okay, cool. So he's not the most humorous person on the planet. His jokes don't land very well, so just be warned. It's not a giggle. Who's next? Juice. Hi, Juice. Oh, Juice is also Vagabonds. And Juice does some very cool, they do some very cool cosplay, I seem to. Tom keeps telling me about that because they've done cosplay of Tom's character, I believe. Rattigan.
Oh.
Yeah, which is pretty awesome. Birthday was the 7th of December. Can you please write, you can trust me? And sign. It's always bad when you have to ask people to sign. Can you please write that down? And sign as Elijah Kamsky and myself. All right, cool. So I do have a signature for Elijah Kamsky. I have to remember what it was like. Yeah, I did. I come up with one.
Is it super fancy? Is it like loopy?
It's very loopy.
Seems like a very exaggerated loopy kind
I also do
this.
I do the slightly sociopathic, like big circle over an eye thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I do that. That was a choice. All right,
it's like a heart over the eye.
Maybe a heart. I'm chewing gum. This is terrible, isn't it? You can trust me. Wow, that pen is really having to work hard on this one. Holy shit. Alright, so that's Elijah's. A lot of circles, a lot of suspicious big O's over the eyes and things like that.
Yep.
And there's my signature as well.
You see a lot of questions in the chat to see if you're going to play Baldur's Gate 3 when it comes out.
I totally am. I was very fortunate to, and making it out to Juice. This is for Juice. I actually have managed to play a lot. The good people at Larian and Pitstop have bequeathed me a copy of it. However, it's I'm a huge fan of Baldur's Gate. It's just like, it's a fucking honor to be a part of that story. I'm overwhelmed that I was even asked, which is awesome. I do have some people to thank for that, which I can't talk about at the moment, but yeah, they really were giving me a gift when they gave me that one. I have played it, but I don't want to play it too much because I'm a huge fan. I want to play the complete version. However, I have played it, and for like an early access game, it's so good, man. It's really good.
Like, yeah, it looks really good.
I mean, there's, you know, the glitches and bugs everywhere because they're supposed to be, and they're also using it to get feedback from people, which is kind of cool, actually. But it's really playable. Like, you can break systems quite easily in a good way. Like, you can experiment, and I'm a massive roleplay geek, and I love roleplay games. I've played a whole bunch of different stuff for the last like 30 years or something crazy like that. And it feels like a roleplay game because you're not entirely sure, and also the story carries on if you fail something, which I really like. You know, if something screws up and goes horribly wrong, that's part of the story, which I think is deeply cool. I'm a big fan of Divinity series as well, so when they were doing it, it kind of, yeah, it feels good, man. However, I don't want to play too much because I really would like to get the full story at the end from the beginning again, because obviously I've done it like several times now, just restarting and playing around with it and stuff. not to get to Astarion that quickly, but that was nice to see Astarion. That was kind of cool. That was a lie. I played it to want to see my characters. But yeah, it was really fun. I also like the dynamics between the player and the characters. It's really cool. Have you played it yet, Blue?
No, I have not.
Okay.
Yes.
This is for Nacho Libre. No, not Nacho Libre. That's somebody else.
Nacho.
Hyrule Zombie. Nacho cheese. That's a terrible joke. Do you know that joke?
Hyrule Zombie is in the chat.
Hyrule Zombie. Hi. Hyrule Zombie. Hello. This is for Nacho. And this is, Merry fucking Christmas Tin Can is what they wish me to write. I'm not responsible for whom you give this to if it's not for yourself. But I shall write anything you ask. Now this isn't going to show up, is it? No, it's not showing it. Hang on a sec. Let me get a blackout because I want you to see it. Okay. There you go. Of course, we all know the correct spelling of is P-H-C-K-I-N-G, which they got right.
Yes. Pioneer in that word. Absolutely. That is how you spell it. I think that should be an emote. Do you think we could make that an emote?
Yes, we can make that an emote for sure. We need to start. I'm going to be starting doing more because obviously I'm slow into Twitch and stuff, so I'm going to try and expand like tier stuff and whatnot because obviously there are some plans we have for tier 2 and 3 and whatnot, but this is all new to me, man. So just getting used to it. I'm just going to sign it by his ear because it'll annoy him. I mean, Gavin, not you. Okay, so there you go. Merry fucking Christmas, Tin Can. Fucking androids, man. Plastic prick. Okay, so there you go. So that's for Nacho cheese. That's for Nacho. Thanks very much, dude. To them. Next up is Bast Imrit. Nice. Whose social is Imrit. Bast Imrit. Thanks so much for your roles. You're very welcome. Although thank you for playing them, I guess, and thank you for your support. I didn't really, I was grateful to be able to play them. Could you wish me lots of question marks? Veslocho Rizda in Ukrainian. I don't know what a Ukrainian accent sounds like, so I'm going to destroy this, but I will say that. So, Veslocho Rizdva. Wow. That's a hard thing to say. Veslocho Rizdav. Veslocho Rizdav? Is that right? I'm not sure. Help me out here, folks. Any Ukrainian in the house, just tell me it's terrible. Anyway, it's Merry Christmas in Ukrainian. I think I'll spend the holidays away. Okay, I'm so sorry to hear that you're going to be spending your holidays away from your family. I know what that feels like. I'm not going to be seeing a lot of my family for Christmas this time either. But yeah, sorry if you're spending it alone. If you're alone, I hope you're still in contact with people and that you have a good experience regardless of how difficult it might be this year. But remember, things will change, folks. This is transient. This is a year. This will be the year that we look back and go, do you remember that year when? It's not going to be forever. So hold on, folks. It's going to be okay. No matter how tough it seems, it'll be okay. Right, I'm going to do this in, I guess, gold. We haven't got gold yet, have we? So I'm going to spell this out. This Eloho Rizdva. It's Rizdva, isn't it? Rizdva. There you go. I don't know how to spell. I don't know how to speak Ukrainian, so I have no idea if the accent's right. It's probably horrendous, but sorry about that. So Merry Christmas, man.
I had a question here from Ingle. You asked Neil what Mummy's Alive is. It's in his show reel, but I can't find it anywhere.
Oh yeah, so Mummy's Alive, I did ages ago actually. I did it quite a long time ago. Mummy's Alive was a TV series, and it went international. I think it could be online somewhere, I guess. It was a very interesting series because what it did, it took dead corpses, like old mummies and corpses and things from hundreds of years, thousands of years, and it tried to work out how they died. So, like, because there were some mysterious circumstances, or people have like this one corpse of an old cowboy in this place in the middle of America somewhere where they stuffed him and put him in front of the shop, but they never worked out how he died. There was lots of speculation. And so they get scientists and medical experts to come in and work out the most likely probable cause of death. And they use a lot of very, very cool animation to replicate the person's life and then show the different ways that they could have died, like freezing to death or being shot or a snake bite or something like that. So it was a really good gig. I ended up playing, I think it was myself and a female actor, and the two of us played every single role in that series. We did the whole thing. It was great. Yeah, so I got to play Roman legionnaires, I got to play cowboys, I got to play Neolithic men fighting in snow. It was amazing. It was a great gig. It was pure mocap, but it was a really, really good gig. So that's what Mummies Alive is. Yeah. So on my new show reel, I think there's still bits of it left, but there's not that much left because I've got a lot of other work I put on there instead. This next one is to Brittany. And I'm just gonna... Much love. And Brittany, this is for you. If you can hear in the background, there are foxes either destroying one another or possibly mating. I don't know, can you hear that?
Foxes?
Yeah,
in your garden?
Yeah, there are foxes all over the place. You say
Wow.
they're kind of like raccoons, right?
Yeah, no, I've never actually seen a fox in real life. Like, we don't really
Get
have
out
them
of
around
town.
here.
Get out of town. You've never seen a fox?
No, like at a zoo. No, I don't even think I've seen it at a zoo.
No, you're kidding, man.
Now that I think about it, we don't
Fox-
have them in America.
fox-
We do, but like,
You have them in America, but I guess they're pretty isolated, right?
I guess they're just
Wow.
in certain regions.
Dude, really? We have foxes literally all over London. Like I'm in the south of England at the moment. In fact, like you if you don't see a fox, then there's trouble. Do you know what I mean? Something's happening, like an earthquake's about to hit or something. We don't get earthquakes. But it's like, cause when I live in Los Angeles, I used to live with some friends of mine out there. I travel around a bit when I live out there. But when I live in I was in Los Angeles for quite some time. And I was staying at some friend's house. He was like a film director, and he and his partner, his wife, they went away. And I was just looking after the house, and I was also working and living there anyway. So I was there, and they gave me a tour of the house, and they said, "Okay, this is the pool, and upstairs that's your room, and this is the kitchen, and help yourself to everything." I said, "Okay, well, what's that? What's that over there? That door?" They went, "Oh, yeah, that's to the what do you call it? It's cellar. You don't use cellar, do you? What do you use it? Do you use a cellar? The same term that we use?
Like a basement?
Basement, yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's the basement. We don't go down there. That's where the raccoons live. That's where the raccoons live. We don't go down there. That's their place." And you're going, "What the fuck are you talking about?" So I was like, all right. So sure enough, within about a few days of like staying there, and they had like a pool and everything. They had a really nice place. And a few days of staying there, like 2 a.m, I'm still getting jet lag or something. So I'm up, and I'm just like, making a snack or something useful. And they're the raccoons, like in the pool, just washing their hands like this. Like that. And I went, "Oh, cool, raccoons." And this was years ago, so this is the first time I've ever seen one. So I opened the door and went out. And that's when the 3 raccoons stopped and looked at me and then stood up and then started coming towards me. I was like, whoa. Okay, I was like, "I don't have any money on me, man. I'm sorry." I was just like, "Sorry, raccoons. This is your territory. That's your basement. I'm just going to go back inside." I literally closed the door and they just stood in front of the door looking at me like, I was like, "I'm sorry." "I'm really sorry." "Sorry for interrupting your washing." They're fucking terrifying, man.
Your house, you just live there.
They just live there, and we just let them live there. It's all good, man. We don't fuck with the raccoons. They're fucking terrifying. It's like it's on my Instagram. Like one of the early pictures I put on the Instagram was of this fucking raccoon. 3 of them, man. If I'd have stuck around, I'm pretty sure they would have tried to mug me. All right, so next up is Helene. Write a quote from Astarion. Astarion. Funny enough, actually, I got to think of a quote from Astarion that comes to mind. Oh man, I've blanked. Give me a second. I'm going to cheat. I'm so sorry. We've gone through a lot of lines with Astarion. So I'm going to have to look it up. Isn't that awful? When I say a lot, I mean there are thousands of stuff I've been doing, and they're all amazing. The writer for Astarion is amazing, and I've been very, very lucky to be paired with him. He's like looking after my character mainly, and they're so good. Like every time I go into a session, I'm still recording, obviously. The stuff is so good. Are they in the chat, by the way? Is the person in the chat? 'Cause if they have a favorite quote, then I'm happy to put it on there.
What was the name again?
They are called Helene, or possibly she. Don't know what their pronoun is. Helene. So if Helene's here, Helene, here. Let me just find. I'll try and find a quote because there are literally so many quotes that actually it's very difficult to pick one that stands out because there's just too many of them. I'm trying to think at the top of my head.
But he says hello.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Hello, I'm Starion. I mean, that kind of actually, every time I go back into the booth, honestly, that's what I use to get back into the voice. So it's not my favorite quote, but I'm going to let you into a secret. That's the relaxation and useful technique that I use to get back into the character is just deliver that line. I know it sounds like meaningless and ridiculous, but this actually helps him get back into him. Because I have an arc. Sorry, you go ahead. Sorry, Blue.
Let's try to keep that lovely neck of yours in one piece.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, thank you very much. Okay. Let's try and keep that lovely neck of yours in one piece. Okay, very good. Okay. Cool.
That's from Vera.
Thanks, Vera. Let's try and keep. Oh, my pens, man. Dude, I'm gonna get some pens. Oh no! Keep that. Alright, let's try this one.
Come on, pens.
Oh, I got it. Let's try and keep that. I'm dictating to everybody. You're under my spell. I've mesmerized you. Take down a note. Bite everybody's neck. Let's try and keep that lovely. Is it lovely or delicious?
I think it says lovely.
A lovely neck of yours in one piece, shall we? Lovely neck of yours in one piece, shall we? I fucking love doing Astarion, man. Seriously,
he's a great character.
He's a great character. He's a really
more of him.
Yeah. He's all-time top. He's in my top group of favorite characters, man. Something about Astarion is just like so good.
I want to thank Choco Puffin for the 5 gifted subs.
Oh wow! Thank you very much, Choco. That's very kind of you. Cool. This is for Helene, which is number 10. I'll make it out to Helene. Cool. There you go. Thanks very much. And thank you, Vero, for the nudge for the line reading for the quote. Much appreciated. All right, up next is for Lucy. Now this is nice. I got my boys, Nikolai and. That's how he pronounces his own name.
Nice.
That's how he does it. There you go. So this is for Lucy. Lucy, can you sign your favorite Nikolai line with the stars from Nemesis? I can do. I can do this. Stars. There we go. That's from him. And Nikolai he's another person with lots of really fun quotes, and his writing it was a really great gig, that one. I really enjoyed playing Nikolai. You go down there, battle the Nemesis. You make money. I like money. No, okay, not really fitting into it either. Back to the subway station. We don't need a bleeding heart like you getting in the way. I like that one. Okay. Well, look, don't take it personally, Lucy, because I don't know you. So that's like not personal. That's just a quote from him.
Quotations around it to show that it's.
It's a quote, Mark. This is not like me like being weird with you, because we don't know each other, man. All right, to Lucy. We don't need a bleeding. This is how he sounds like when he dictates notes to himself. A bleeding heart that'll get them. I like that. That is good. Bleeding heart like you getting in the way. In the way. It's like, way. In the way. Nikolai. Stars. There you go. Nemesis. And some stupid English chump has written his name below ours as well. I don't know who that is. I may have to go and kill him if there's proof in it. There you go. This is for Lucy. Thank you very much. Yeah. Again, Nicola. I mean, I'm been very lucky to, and I know I'm lucky. That's the thing. I really know that I've worked very hard, but have been given a lot of great chances and faith by a lot of cool, very talented people. That is what Luck is the Residue Design is all about. That I've been very grateful to have been given such amazing roles by people, and I hope I've done them justice. I'm glad that people enjoy the work and the projects, but yeah, that's about it really. Next up is Christina. Hey Christina, not sure where you're all hailing from, but I hope you're all doing well. This is for Christina. I would like to have a Gavin quote on it, or a quote that you like. I'm going to give you a Gavin quote because obviously we did a quote from Milton. Now that we know it's Milton, right, Blue? All right, so thank you for that. I was going to give you Gavin quotes. So, oh, what's that one?
So
Sorry,
which one?
you got. There's one. The one about when Andrew's getting burnt. He walks away from the corner in the corridor.
Androids have a habit of getting caught on fire these days.
Something
is
like
that it?
Andrew's got a habit of getting caught on fire these days. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Give me a coffee, dipshit. I mean, it just works on so many levels. There's so much nuance to that one. So.
And then pause. You have a beat pause, and then get a move on.
Get a move on. I really want to play him again, man. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. I hope so. I'd love to play him again, and Kamsky, but yeah, Gavin Reed is one of those. So this is to Christina. Gavin Reed is one of those characters. I have mentioned this quite a few times before. That shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. Like, it's weird, man. It's like Gavin wasn't supposed to be a big, like a deal. Not even a big deal, like a deal. So I really appreciate the fact that people have enjoyed the work on that one. It's really cool.
And chat says Gavin DLC when?
Give me a coffee, dipshit.
The coffee DLC.
That's the coffee
Gavin
DLC. It's just you waiting there. Yeah, it's just you waiting there, hurling it. You got to press a button to hurl the right abuse at people to get them the coffee. Give me a coffee, dipshit. Get a move on. Cool. Hey Christina, that's for you. Bam, bam. Get a move on. Merry fucking Christmas, man. Merry fucking Christmas, you plastic prick. There you go.
Mine would say ho ho ho. Now I have a machine gun.
That's not one of his quotes. That is from, I believe, Die Hard. A very nice.
That is Die Hard. Yes.
Thank you. Pop culture reference, folks. I'm great at pub quizzes. All right, so who's next? So next up we have for Amber, no message, so I'm just going to go freestyle, I guess. Go off range, man. Just do whatever the hell we like. Blue, you ready? All right.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So, folks, if anybody wants a question on Instagram Live, I know you can't hear Blue, but we're on twitch.tv/Neil Newbon. You're most welcome to come and join us there, and do ask the questions there, because you're more likely to get heard. Sorry about this, folks, but obviously there's like a lot of stuff going on. This is for Amber. This is Kamsky from Detroit. And no message, so I'm just going to say, Dear Amber, Merry Xmas. In very stylish writing. I'm going to give you very stylish Kamsky writing. So there you go. A little Merry Christmas for us. Thank you very much, Amber, as well. Next up is also Heather, who also likes the Kamsky. Yeah, I'm really, again, it's like, it's interesting, because I used to do a lot of theatre, and one of the reasons I like doing Comic-Cons and things like this is because in theatre you get to speak to the audience afterwards. Obviously not now, obviously not now during a pandemic, but before this stuff all happened to all of us, you could actually see your audience afterwards. You could talk to them. They could talk to you about their experience, which is amazing. Obviously, in TV and film, especially in games and things like that, you're completely isolated, so you very rarely get to hear feedback. And again, it's not that we're looking for validation, folks. Like, I don't mind if somebody doesn't like my characters. In fact, if anything, if they're supposed to not like them, that's great. That means my job's done. But it is great to kind of see the communities and hear the feedback from the work and saying they enjoyed the work, or it helped them through a difficult time, which is quite overwhelming, but it does happen, which is amazing to be a part of something like that. So yeah, it's really nice to do these things. Dear Heather.
And Sweet Charade, thank you for your gift subs. That was very kind of you.
Well, thank you very much, Sweet Charade. Another hardcore Chaos Crew member. I do talk a lot, folks. You can always do the hurry up, no. If you need to hurry up.
I'll just say chop chop. No, I'm just kidding.
Chop chop.
Chop chop, buddy.
Chop chop, buddy. Cool. Okay, next up is Astarion. Astarion, hello again. Liking the teethy one, are we? Very good. Waiting for the moment I set eyes on you. Waiting to have you. This is for Tiffany Tice. Tice. Not sure how to pronounce that. T-I-C-E, could be Tice or Tice. The quote is, waiting since the moment I set eyes on you. Waiting to have you. I do remember doing that. This is actually a quote. I'm pretty sure this is. Because we did a lot of this kind of steamy come to bed stuff.
It's like, yeah. Pretty much all of the YouTube videos I've seen is just like steamy Astarion.
Steamy Astarion, I like that. It's got a nice ring to it. It's a little bit naughty, isn't it? Hello, my name's Steamy Astarion. There we go. Dearest Tiffany. How's the quote? Waiting. So what was that? What was that? Say it again.
They wrote Steamy Astarion. Is Astarion a bun? Roll.
Yeah. I do like the fact that I think most, if not all, of the characters in the game are also pansexual. I think that's pretty dope. Mm-hmm. I think it's great that
your character can romance any other character.
Yeah, but also any species as well, right? And I think that's I think it's also like it's not a big deal. Like we haven't gone into that. Oh, it's a big deal. You can do this. It's more like no, this is like normalized. This is like how life should be. Like okay, you like this person, cool. So I like the fact Larian have done that. I think it's wicked. Because it should be normal. It is normal. That's the thing. It is normal. It's just that some people don't get it. So yeah, kudos to Larian for being just cool about the whole thing. So there you go. Sorry.
I was gonna say, did you feel like your background in being a fan of the game helped with you getting the part, or was it completely unrelated?
Initially, I was actually in Hungary doing a 5-month very big AAA thing, which is coming out, I think, actually next year, which is going to be dope. And I was, I got told I should audition for this thing, and I read it, and they initially used a code name, which was actually from a Warhammer Fantasy campaign that I did. So my head was a completely different direction. I was like, oh, dude, that's like a campaign that used to be in Warhammer like all this time. But obviously it's a fake name because they don't want people to find out because obviously it's under wraps and everything. So then when I got it and they started talking about what the actual characters were like, I was like, oh, fuck, that's D&D. Oh, fuck, it's this game. This game hasn't come out. I was like, shit. I actually knew what it was kind of before I was officially told because being such a fan of D&D and Warhammer and everything. So when I did the audition, though, my head wasn't in a role play. I'm a role play person, therefore that's going to help. And quite frankly, I don't know if it would have made a difference. Because really, what I'm focused about, what I'm all about, is the character. Like any actor, you know, it's the character. What is the character about? What is the characterization? What can you do with that? How can you make that interesting? What is the truth of the character and the story and everything? So. Even if I hadn't have played a roleplay game, I think I would have got the character because it's such a strong identity, and very well written and brilliantly set up. So to find the voice and to find the character wouldn't have made a difference if I was a roleplay aficionado or not. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so this is for Tiffany. waiting since the moment I set eyes on you. Waiting to have you. You. On both screens. You. There you go. So, have fun with that. I'm going to talk to somebody's cat like that and see if that has a response. Hello, pussycat. I've been waiting to stroke you. Mr. Tiddles. Yes, you're a naughty cat, aren't you? You're a naughty cat.
That's how you call a cat? It's
just... Little naughty cat. Oh, actually, funny enough, next up is Storm, who wants a naughty message from Astarion. So I might use that. That sounds pretty good. We're going to be getting a kick out of that. So, do you mind, Storm, if we put a little pussycat thing there, maybe? I think. Actually, finally, they're dead, and we're all alone. How about that? That sounds pretty good.
Captain Pensieve is Storm. I am he. Hello. Neil's signature plus very naughty message from Astarion.
Sure thing. Finally, they're all dead, and we're alone. Sniffs. I'm going to put an action in there. Sniffs. I don't know about you, but the smell of blood. I'm going to be very careful. Finally, they're all dead and we're alone. I don't know about you, but the smell of blood. What are we going to say? Where are we going to go with this one? Smell of blood. I could say something incredibly rude. Maybe I shouldn't say it out loud and just let you read it. What do you think, Blue?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we do swear on this channel, but I just think this is a really private moment. So, okay, this is for Storm. Alright, so Storm, this is for you. And other people in the chat, you won't ever know what I wrote on this. Only Storm will know. There you go. So only Storm will know that. That's signed by me as well. So thanks very much. So where are we up to next? We are on Leah. So Leah would like something from Gavin Reed, which is cool. So let me do that. Okay. So, could you sign... Here's your fucking autograph, Gavin Reed. Or something. And they said something equally passive-aggressive. That's not passive-aggressive. That's just plain old-fashioned aggressive. Here's your fucking autograph. Gavin fucking Reed. Alright. That's great. I like that. You want a what? Fucking autograph? Here's your fucking autograph. Gavin fucking Reed. There you go. Okay, that's what you're gonna get. So it's not passive aggressive. Check what passive aggressive means. It doesn't mean what you think it means. Here's your fucking autograph. Gavin fucking Reed. There you go. Cool. Alright, and that is for Leah. Alright, E-I-A, Leah. Here you go. It's for Leah. Thanks very much. Merry fucking Christmas. There you go. It's hard to do the kind of thing when you're saying Merry Christmas. Doesn't sound right, does it? Merry fucking Christmas. That doesn't sound right. I can't do that. I guess it goes against the whole spirit of the whole thing.
You're missing the at the end. It's like...
Yeah. So it's going to be Merry fucking Christmas. There you go. Got it. Finally got it. Alright, cool. If anybody wants a Merry fucking Christmas, we can try that out as well. Next up is Astarion. Hello. I don't know, make some... this is for Daimo. Daimo? I don't know, make some vague vampire-based joke or pun. We've been doing that the entire time. That would be pretty damn cool. I hope you find... I hope this photo is on point. How about that?
Nice.
Yeah. I hope my photo is on point.
It doesn't suck. No,
It does. and no, I'm adding it. And well done, thank you, Blue. And it doesn't suck. I put 2 little teeth underneath the end of it. Cool. All right. So that is for, and that's for Dymo. Dymo. I hope my photo is on point, and it doesn't suck. Astarian kisses. There you go. So there you go. That is for Dymo. Thank you very much indeed. 19. Cool. Who is up next? We have Patricia. And request is, can you please say, I'm going to take this, can I take the hat off? Is that cool? It's getting a little hot under here. Is that right? Is that weird? Keep the hat on. It's Christmas. Shut up now. All right. Patricia. Hi, Patricia. This is Patricia. It says, can you please say, hello, lover, during the stream? I will die happy. Hello, lover. There you go. How about that? Is that right?
They're in the chat too. Hello, Patricia.
Hello,
See
Patricia. Nice name. Bit of bite to it. I like it. Hello, lover. There you go. There's quite a lot in one here. Sorry. Hi, Patricia. I was trying to find a joke about Patricia, but it wasn't really coming, so sorry about that. I've got some other people I need to sign for as well after this. Hello, lover. There you go. 3 times. I don't know what you want me to write, though, so... Dear... Patricia, oh, I've got one. Here's another vampire pun. Dying to meet you. No? No, any takers? Not funny? Nope. Right. No. Okay. Okay. Dying to meet you. Astarian. There you go. Thank you very much indeed. Cool. That is for Patricia. Up next we have Stacey. Hi, Stacey. I think I should have done some of these a bit earlier, so I'm really sorry about that, folks. This is for Stacey. Your favourite Astarian line quote, please, and thank you. They apparently didn't recognise my voice in Baldur's Gate 3. I realised it was you after researching. An absolute phenomenal job. I love your work as Detroit Become Human and Resident Evil. Thank you very much, Stacey. It's really kind of you, so thank you. Sorry it took a bit of time to get to you. I should have done you a bit earlier, and my apologies for that, but... there's many things going on and I don't multitask very well, it's the truth. Favourite line or quote? Can we have another quote, I guess? There's so many of them. If you're in the chat, please do shout one out. But if anybody, I have a lot of, there's hundreds of quotes I'm a fan of. So any quote is good, to be perfectly honest. I don't have a bad time.
Yeah, everybody's like hero.
Yeah, well, everybody, if it does, people have suggestions, I'll totally take them. So anything really at all. Hello, my name is Astarian. I guess, you know, it's not really a quote, it's more of a statement. I tell you what, let me try and find one. It's actually quite hard to find.
I'm out of roses and wine? Is that one?
Oh, there is one, isn't there? Yeah.
You're staring at me again. What do you want?
You're staring at me again. What do you want? There you go. Yeah, and actually, I have some great... You're staring at me again. What do you want?
Something, darling? Or did you just miss me?
I'm doing the staring at me again one. You're staring at me again. What do you want?
So pouty when he says it like that.
Well, actually, funny enough, actually, because I have some amazing, great directors. They were freelance directors who work with Pitstop and Larian. Pitstop are the company that record it, and Larian, obviously, Larian. But the directors are brilliant. Not only do they rein me in when they need to, because I really go off on this character a lot, but also they also are a great sounding board for when I nail it and when I get it right. So often I'll just try shit out, like just try it, and I gauge it on their response. So if they start laughing in like a way that isn't, I shouldn't be laughing at this is going to be a problem, we're going to have to do it again, then I know that I've sort of nailed it. And definitely that line was, you're staring at me again, what do you want? I think something like that was definitely like, they went, yeah, okay, we'll accept that. They have like a different idea, but they sort of fall in love with it. They do keep me in check, and they are brilliant, and without them, Astarian would not be anywhere near as good as he is, so I really appreciate them. This is for Stacey. Stacey, you're staring at me again, what do you want? There you go. So that's for Astarian. Thank you. Next up is Jesus, My Japanese thing is so flimsy. It's so flimsy. Have you seen it? No, it's terrifying.
You put something like behind it to prop it?
There is, I kind of, yeah, but you know, it's me. So, there is. Could you please read out? This is for a starring again. I don't know who this is for, I'm afraid, folks. But I've got the number, so don't worry, it'll get to you. Make it out to nobody. Could you please write? First, I learned that there's a druid lost out there that can save us. And then I learned you're an idiot. There you go. Okay, cool. I like that one. I actually did that one not so long ago. I do remember it. First, I learned that there's a druid lost out there that can save us. And then I learned that you're an idiot. Yeah, that was a good one. All right, cool. So I'm not sure who this to, so I'll leave it blank. First, I learn that there's a druid out there that can save us. Then I learn you're an idiot. First I learn there's a druid lost out there that can save us, and then I learn you're an idiot. There you go. That is for whomever. Not sure who that's for, didn't leave a name. And there you go. Yeah, folks. Oh, thank you very much. One day I will play Elvis, Blue. It's going to happen.
One day, I believe.
Oh, I would love to play Elvis. I would love to play Elvis. Well, thank you very much. Elvis Presley, sent to save the planet from hamburger monsters. Well, thank you. Oh, it's going to be tough, but we can do it. Chow down, burger people from planet. I don't know. It's not a really. It's never been made into a game. There might be a reason why, but I'd be down with that. It's great. All right, this next one is for Adelia. This is for Adelia. This is a camp skier. Fascinating. Okay, just something on it, or just a little something. A little something. Deviants. Fascinating, aren't they? I think that's a really, yeah. Again, another thing that I used to use to get me drop into camp ski. Because obviously we were going from camp ski to Gavin backwards and forwards a lot in the day. That I needed little, jump off points back into the character. Does that make sense? And deviants, fascinating, aren't they? Was definitely something I used to use to get back into it, which was cool.
Sure, that makes total sense.
Yeah, fascinating, aren't they? Okay, and that is for Adelia. Again, folks, if I mispronounce somebody's name, my apologies, because some names are very beautiful, but I haven't come across them before. So if I haven't come across your name and I mispronounce it, my apologies. Neil, safe territory, kind of boring, kind of geeky. Let's be honest, pretty fucking geeky, Blue. Let's just it's up there. It's definitely up there, right? You've gone silent. You're not committing to this one way or the other.
Chat is cracking me up.
All right, so that is for Adelia. Thank you, Adelia. Cool. All right. So where are we next? We are now going on to. Okay, we'll go to there. Wow, there's a lot of stuff going on here. That was Adelia. Oh, this is Adelia. Oh, also for Adelia. Thank you. Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much. I'm so glad you like both the characters. You would also like me to sign for Gavin Reed as well, which is cool, which I can do. Again, I'm really blown away. I hope I do a good job, and I think I do a good job. But I'm also blown away by people's response to the work that we do, because obviously actors are we're the smaller cog in the game experience. Obviously the narrative has become more important, and directors and writers and actors, we have a lot to add. But we're not the only people that make the game. The game developers and the people that make the game, and there are hundreds of people working years sometimes on these things. So it is really, I do feel very humbled when people like the work and the stories that I've been a part of, because obviously there's so many more people that should also deserve the praise on that, but I appreciate the fact that people really like the characters I present. But also, I always tell people, read the credits of a game. If you haven't done that ever before, read all the credits. Even just read it once, or just let it go in front of your face. Just be aware of how many people it takes to make a game, because there's hundreds and hundreds. But thank you very much for your interest. I do appreciate it. So this is to Adelia again. Cool. Did we establish that the community has forgiven me for saying that Gavin is a dog person?
I don't know.
By the way, in the same way that sexuality is entirely the choice of somebody who's writing, you know, their own story of a character, which I totally support. He could be a cat person. I don't mind. It's like, okay, it's like, cool, make him a cat person. You know, I dig it. No, I'm down with it. I have no issue whatsoever. People ask me what I did. I worked with a Dutch writer called Harry Mulisch, who wrote a very famous book called The Ontdekking van de Hemel, which is the discovery of heaven. It's a Dutch novel. And I did the film version of it. I was in the film. And he gave me a piece of advice that was really nice. It was during a press interview, the first one we did. And he said, because somebody asked him whether or not he'll have an impact on the story the way that we want to tell it. And he said, well, when I was making the story, nobody was standing on my shoulder telling me what I should and shouldn't do with characters. So he wasn't going to be there filming every day telling us that's not my story, that's not my story. He sort of let us be free. And I would definitely say that if anybody does like, I don't like the term, but fan fiction, you know, fiction, that's not called fan fiction, something that's, you know, it's more than that. Fiction of something that you like, a game that you like, or a character you like. It's yours. It's entirely yours. You do whatever you want with it. And if you see the character in that way, that's how the character is for you. And it should be like that. So I hope people are cool about that, because I don't know if I've ever heard of somebody being upset that somebody's done fiction about the character and how they've done it. I hope they haven't. But personally, I think it's fucking brilliant. I think it's great. If you see the character and you do it, like the story, like the Detroit Awakening and Evolution films, I think it's genius. The fact they took these kind of characters, these one relatively minor character, and they created this really compelling friendship and love between these two people, and they developed it way further than we ever got a chance to, because obviously the game had an end point, you know. So I think it's brilliant. So if you are writing fiction for something that you're a fan of, it's yours, you know.
The headcanon. So like there's canon, which is, and then people have their own headcanons. Like that's what they say.
Is that what headcanon is?
It's like it's something that's not exactly explicitly stated in the story, but you can either infer it or you just come up with it on your own. Like I think Gavin is a cat person. That's my headcanon.
Yeah, sure.
Like,
yeah.
Even though it's not like mentioned in the actual canon itself, but just like what you think. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's the thing. You know, it's your version, and it should be your version. I think. And it's also nice to see an actor play a character that I played. So I like Chris's take on Gavin. You know, he went in because he evolved the character, you know, in that way, and he took him in a way that was in a very different way to the way that I had him, because the story's different. I think it's great. I also like him. I have a bit of a. I like Chris. He's cool. I'm coming to kill you if you touch my characters again, Chris. That's not true. It's true. No, it's not. So that's great. No, but so anybody, you know, please, folks, if you have an idea of what you want to do, your version of the characters, you should do it. It's cool. I'm down with it. This is to Adelia again. Wow. Thank you so much. Xmas. Much love. Thank you. It's very, very sweet of you to ask me to do this. I appreciated it. Appreciate it. Thank you very much for Adelia. Thank you, Adelia. I ramble a lot, folks. So if I'm saying something that's a bit, you know, blue, you got like clacks in the horn ready, like the. That'll be my signature to stop fucking talking. All right. So next up is for Theo. This is for Theo. And this is a Kamsky picture. We've got a Kamsky picture here. And what does this say? Theo. Happy holidays, dear Theo. Chloe sends her regards. Yours truly, Elijah. Chloe. Chloe, man. You see, Neil has a problem with Chloe. Kamsky obviously created Chloe. That's fine. Chloe for me, yeah. And that menu screen, you were there, weren't you, Blue, the other day? We did that together.
A little much.
What, when I enslaved her for all time to my menu screen? That doesn't mean anything to people who haven't played the game. I didn't know about it until Blue told me, foolishly. That if you don't, there's an option when you play the game, you complete the game first. Chloe can basically bugger off. I didn't know that. And she wants to like discover herself and be free and a deviant. And you have the option to not let her. And if you don't let her, she's trapped there forever, which is just awful. But I felt compelled to do it. I'm sorry. Happy holidays, dear Theo. Chloe sends her regards from my computer screen. Yours truly. And I put the Elijah signature thing there. There you go. That's for Theo. Thank you very much, Theo. If it's alright with you, I'll whack my signature on there somewhere as well. Discreetly in the corner. Like an uninvited guest to a party. It is weird going from one accent to the other, I have to say. It's a bit...
Does it kind of mess with your brain, or are you kind of used to it?
I used to it a little bit, because my accent has, like, morphed. My own accent has morphed over the years. I'm actually not from London. I'm from Birmingham. My accent when I was sort of a kid was a little different, and then I hit, let's say, a young age when I became aware of it, and I just thought, well, this doesn't feel right, and I decided to change it, so I did, which is weird. But there you go, but I was a bit of a strange kid. Next up is Alex. Hi, Alex. I can't think of anything funny to put here. What do you want, but make it... Do what you want, but make it funky. Funky? Interesting. Huh. Is Kamsky funky? I don't know if he's funky, man. He's a funky... Well, he's a funky character, but I don't know if he's funky.
I don't know if it's funky, but...
I always leave a funk track in... I always leave a funk track in all of my programs. Just in case you have to get back. Okay, what if he said, like, Gloria Estefan? Connor, like Gloria Estefan said, eventually the rhythm is going to get you. There you go. So I'm going to do that. Is that okay, Alex? That's very long. I'll try and fit it in. Right, I'll try. This is not canon, but if you want, it can be headcanon. I like the idea of headcanon. Like Gloria Estefan said, eventually, the rhythm is going to get you. I'm going to put another one. I always leave a funk track in all my programs. You never know. There you go. You never know. Wow, that was like a novel. I'm so sorry. I've destroyed your photo. Hi, Alex. So you've got quite a long thing there going on there, buddy. But that is for them. Yeah. So that's what this is. Whoop. Okay. It's a novelette. Entitled "How Kamsky Got His Funk On." There you go. So that's it. Cool. Okay. Next up, Patricia. Hi. Oh no, we've done Patricia, haven't we? Maria. Maria's next. Yes. Maria. West Side Story with my characters. I'm thinking that would be a good idea, no? I don't know. I don't know how I'd make that work. Going to suck your blood. I don't know. I enjoy singing. I'm not a very good singer. I enjoy singing, but the idea of releasing your inner truth through the majesty of song alone on stage is terrifying to me. I don't know why. It's weird. I haven't done a musical I think I did one musical my entire life, and that was a play with musical singing in it, as opposed to being a musical. You know what I mean? Yes. Okay. So, next up is Maria. So, Darling Maria. And this is from Astarion. Darling Maria. Cool. Thank you very much, folks, for the interest. I do appreciate it. I'm glad.
So incredible. Nix Ulrich in Kingsglaive.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, Kingsley was a hoot, man. That was great. I really liked that role. And, you know, so for those of you who don't know, I was very fortunate to be brought on to Final Fantasy 15 Kingsglaive to play the lead, full performance capture, not voice. That was later, they found Aaron Paul, who's awesome in it. I also got to play Petra, and I did the voice and combat and movement for both characters. But originally they didn't know who, they knew they wanted like an A-list star to play Nyx, but obviously they didn't know whom they wanted. But Aaron Paul's incredible, man. He's also a really talented voiceover artist. Like he's done loads. Like Bo Horse Jackman is one of his, isn't it? He's in that. Yeah. But yeah, thank you. That was a great role. I really enjoyed it. We spent like a good year or so filming, and we filmed in 2 different countries and 3 or 4 different studios. It was wicked. Yeah. This is to Lilia.
Lilia, that's a beautiful name.
It's a beautiful name, right? Lilia. Lilia. I'm going to do a flower out of her name because it's a really beautiful name. Dear Lilia.
On Instagram says, love the hat.
Right? And it's only smashed me in the face like 3 or 4 times, man. It's doing well. The hat. Loving the hat. The hat is only like... well, we could have made it like really dangerous and put something like heavier weights in it. Like, literally like, avoid, whoa! You know, like that. That was kind of awesome. I'm getting into the hat too much. I'm really focused, Neil. Squirrel.
Or did you just buy it, or?
This is actually this year's official Xmas hat. It's an unveiling. In fact, this stream is all about unveiling my new Christmas hat, Blue. That's really why I organised this. It was ta-da! Ta-da! It was the thing.
2020 big reveal.
It is my 2020 big reveal after the batshit awfulness of this year on many, many different levels. We've started having good news now, Blue. This is one of those pieces of good news with the vaccines and Biden-Harris. Because there's some bad news coming. There is some bad news coming still, you know, especially in England. Britain, sorry. But anyway, there's good news there. It's good news too. So this is a good news hat. My 2020 big reveal. Can you imagine if that actually was a thing? Let's not do that. Let's not go there. All right, this is for Lilia. Thank you very much indeed, and have a very, very Merry Christmas. Where we're up to next is Elodia. Elodia, or Elodia. E-L-O-D-I-A. Dia, Elodia. Elodia, I'm going to say with Elodia. This is also a star in no particular thing, so we can go free range, Blue. We can say what we want. Hello, dear. You sing. What was that? Hello, dear, my old friend. That one.
I was thinking, Mamma Mia.
Hello, dear, hello, dear. Hello, dear. Yeah, I like singing, but I shouldn't be allowed to sing.
Oh, they're in the chat. Hello.
Hi. What a delicious name you have. Cool. So that is for Elodia with her delicious name. It's very, very musical, very lovely name. Again, I'm called Neil, so you know, I like people's names. I think it's a cool thing that people have nice names. Anyway, moving forward. So next up is Anna. Hi, Anna. What we got? We have asked for Kamsky from Detroit Human. No particular message. So, whoops. So I'm going to do a little smile.
Who is this for?
This is for Anna.
Okay, if you see one for Choco Puffin or Eve,
I will do.
have an adjustment.
An adjustment? Okay. There's a little ghost. There's a Christmas ghost in his pocket. The little hat on. You can tell it's a ghost because he's got no face, just the eyeballs and the smile.
Yeah.
The ghost of Christmas hangovers. That's what. That's what.
Are we pronouncing it wrong? Is it like Elodia? I bet it's pronounced Elodia.
It could be Elodia. I wasn't entirely sure, so that's why I had to make a call. I had to make a call. Nobody backed me up. I went a little al fresco on the old. What's the name sound like? Kind of thing. So I'm sorry about that. I may be completely wrong, and apologies if it is. I did caveat this entire thing by saying the Apologies, but just in case. So sorry, sorry. Next up is Ariana. Ariana, which is a cool name. Too many things going on there. Come on, focus, squirrel. Come on. Man, I don't think I have ADHD, but sometimes just really like, whoa, squirrel. You know? Ariana. Hi, Ariana. This is for you. No particular quote as such, so what can we say? Ho, ho, ho. She might want a sweet message, or they might want a sweet message. So if I say, now I have a machine gun, motherfucker, that's not going to work. Even though it's a good pop culture reference, so we probably shouldn't say that.
They're gonna be like,
We shouldn't say that. Okay. Ho, ho, ho.
oh, it's fine.
Okay, I'll keep it sweet. Cool. Groovy. Okay, this is for... This is for Ariana. Put a whole bunch of kisses on there too. It's for Ariana. Whoop, whoop. Groovy. Alright, alright, alright. Okay, next up is Jay, who wants the original caffeine addict dependent Gavin Reed, and you want, yeah, and you would like, it's for Jay. Can you draw a coffee cup or write, bring me coffee dipshit? Also, okay, so they only want me to refer to them by their, well, that's a bit late. Only refer to you by, sorry, okay, it's Jan9. Jan9. So that's who I'm referring to.
Oh, he just messaged me and said that they had, Jay is also a good they wrote. Hang on one second.
Jan9?
They adjustment. I also sent in an adjustment for my autograph yesterday evening. Not sure if they were added. There's instruction Neil got an updated version. Okay, well, what's the updated?
This should be updating as it is, I think. Okay, so Jan9 is how I'm going to sign this out. It says to make it out to...
Okay, they say it's the updated one. Okay, good. You're good.
Okay. I don't understand. This is somebody... If somebody is... Make it out to J.
A to J.
Yeah. But they said to only refer to me by my username, as I had to use my dead name? I don't know what that means. So do I put Jan9 or J? A conundrum!
It's okay, they wrote.
Huh?
Okay. It is okay, they wrote.
J is okay. Thank you very much. I'm really sorry about that, because I got very, very confused.
Thanks for your patience. Just want to, no, you're fine. We just want to make sure that you get what you wanted.
Right?
But don't even worry.
Dude, seriously. I'm gonna draw neutral Neil holding a cup of coffee for Gavin. Gavin's just ignoring him because he's looking the other direction. There's neutral Neil, who doesn't feel about the situation one way or the other. That's why he's neutral. So there's neutral Neil, like that. And then I'm gonna draw a little... Get me a coffee, dipshit. Give me a coffee, dipshit. Okay. And this is for
Nice.
J. Cool. Thank you for your patience on that one, Jay. So this is for them. That's neutral Neil. We've established it. Neutral Neil is like just doing the thing you asked me to do. Don't feel about it one way or the other. That's what. Yeah. Neither sad nor happy. Neutral Neil. Give me coffee, dipshit. Thanks, Jay. So that's for Jay. Groovy. Alright, where we're at. So this is for nobody in particular, although I guess they'll have a number on it so they'll know whom it's for. Elijah can't see Neil Newbon on the photo card, please. Okay, can do this. This we can do it. Cool.
Is this for Helen?
This is nobody. Make it out to no one. So I don't know who this is for.
Hi, that's the order from Helen, or I just left the nickname Mark empty. Can you add those 2 signatures? Thank you very much. And if I don't get too greedy, could you write something on the back? Only Campy in his teenage years would write.
Okay, so who's this for? Did you say?
Helen Sinidine?
So do you want it to made out to Helen or just to Helen, right?
Can you add those 2 signatures? Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm trying to understand what you're writing. You guys have to be a little bit more clear if you're making adjustments in the
I've
middle.
done this, dear Helen, and then I'm going to go from
Helen.
Dear Helen from Elijah Kamsky and Neil Newbon. And I'm going to write something on the back.
Dropping the link for you guys in the chat.
Cool. So there's a secret message for you, Helen. And that is from myself and my schizophrenic other. It's not schizophrenic, it's just a character I play. But sometimes there's a lot of voices in the head, you know what I mean? Just saying. I have to say, it is a bit weird. You do have to decompress from work, because you do pick up habits very easily, which is an interesting experience.
Helen says thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you very much for asking. Up next is Vero. Whoa there, Veronica. Hi, Veronica. Hi, Vero. They are also hardcore Chaos Crew members, and they are down with the Vagabonds, which is wicked. Can you please sign the quote is this naughty enough for you? This is a note from... Is this for Vero? Alright, this is very sweet. So this is from... oh, it's okay. So it's okay for me to read this. Okay, so this is from Queenie. This is actually a present from Queenie. Vero, you know I love you. I want to do something special for you. Just don't cry, yeah. Merry Christmas. So this is from Queenie to Vero, I guess. So the sign, the quote is this naughty enough for you? This is actually, this is actually Nick Lightbearer, dude. We've got Nick Lightbearer looking at you now. So Nick Lightbearer, I really enjoyed playing him, man. I based him on a few different iconic people. Not necessarily the ones that you think, actually. Well, Nick Lightbearer is sort of like, oh, hello. Oh, hello, love. Did we have fun last night? I can't really remember. He's like that. He's really all over the place. I love it. I don't know if you know about the game. It's We Happy Few, which I fucking love.
Yeah,
it's really fun.
Happy boy.
Yeah. And Alex Epstein, who's an amazing director to work with. We had a lot of fun with him. He was great. And the script was really on point, really fun. And it was just a really nice observation of like a 60s, like drugged out, like burnt out, like rock star who's just somehow falling his way through life. It was great. And actually Einel plays Virgil, who's the manager. That's how I know Einel. Well, not only actually, I know him for other reasons, but he plays the manager of Nick Lightbearer. Nick Lightbearer. Just even inhabiting Nick for a while makes me feel a little bit like tipsy. Is this naughty enough for you? Is what he would probably say. Is this naughty enough for you? We didn't get married again, did we? That's where Nick's at. Yeah, it's really fun. And Merry Christmas to Vero and also to Queenie. Nice. Thank you very much for giving that as a gift. That's really cool. Very cool.
Excited piece.
Sorry? What was it?
Nothing. Saying that Vero's very excited.
Okay,
so they're just saying rip Vero.
Yeah.
Wake up, Vero.
Well, thanks very much for asking as well. Thanks, Queenie, and thank you, Vero. Next up is Lacey. Now, Lacey, we need to talk about this. So Lacey has asked, can Nikolai write something cute to Lacey, please? I can do that.
Aww.
But I don't think I've ever explored Nikolai's cute side, so this may take a little moment. What do you mean, cute? Fuck you! I'm not cute.
I'll give you.
I'm sexy. I don't want to be cute. That's where the friend zone is. I don't go in the friend zone, Blue. Fuck you.
Like, you would like puppy, yes?
You like the little cute puppy? I buy you some. Or I steal them. Whatever you want. You want me to steal cute puppy for you? It is a pleasure to do this. I steal good puppy, yes? That's not cute in the slightest. Okay, should we do that? I can give you what you want. There you go. That was from the Muppets. It's from the Muppets Most Wanted. Constantine. I can give you what you want. He's like the one who pretends to be Kermit or something. Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you seen it?
And the Keanu Reeves one?
No, the Muppets Most Wanted, man.
I have not. I thought you were talking about Constantine. What is happening?
Oh no, that's just from one. I still most beautiful puppy for you. It will not resist.
Stabby Lacey in the chat says, "I'm Lacey. Can I get a heart too?"
Yes, you can. Do you want me to put a crossfire target in it? Like I just shoot it? Or is just heart?
Let's see.
Do you want me to put crosshairs in the center?
To do accent too, even though I cannot.
That's okay. I'll put a little heart over the top. You like it? Maybe some...
Cute. They wrote yes.
Okay, cool. Just don't break it, or I'll break you. There you go. A little heart. Gold on there as well. Nikolai was fucking brilliant. And again, you know, it's always about the directors you have as well. So we had the wonderful Steve Kniebley, who is actually going to come try and play the game with me, the Resident Evil 3 game. We're going to try and play it next week, dude. And he's an amazing director, and I'm very blessed to be a many-time collaborator with Steve. He and I have worked together many times, and he's fucking delicious to work with. He's great. This is for Lacey. So yeah, he's you know, actors can do great work and everything, but you need a great director. You do. You know, we don't do this alone or anything. You need a great director and a great writer to really tell a good story for sure. So you know, they need love too. Where we're up to. So thank you, Lacey. Hope that's cute enough, which is a weird thing to say for Nikolai. There you go. All right. Next up is Rumsey, Rumsey. Rumsey. Cool name. Rumsey, like are you having too much rum? Like you're a bit not tipsy, you're a bit rumsey. Is that where you're at? Is that what that means? Is that a real name? Have I upset? I hope I haven't upset them. Is that actually a real name? Rumsey. I've never heard of that before.
Well, it's cute, Rumsey. Crumsy Tumsy. I'm sorry. That's that's what I mean.
Blue, we've talked about you. We've talked about this. Stay on the reservation, Blue. Don't wander off too far. Rumsey. No message at all. We have to work rum into this, don't we, Blue?
Yeah. I'm down.
I could just drink you all up. How about that?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, it was a bit of a cheap one, but I just think it's appropriate. I could just drink you all up. Kisses, Astarion. Alright, I'll put my name over there as well. Cool, thank you very much, Rumsey. Boop. So there you are, Rumsey. Little message for you there as well. Thank you. Who's up next? Next is Zenobia. Cool name. Oh, Blue.
It is.
Blue. I have name. Like, I'm okay with my name and everything, but people have some cool names that I don't have, man. Right? Zenobia. I mean, come on. Cool. All right. This is for Zenobia. Cool, deeply cool name. Loving that name. Zenobia. Awesome. It's a great name, dude. Wow. All right. If you could change... Sorry, what was that, Blue?
I like that name a lot, is all I said.
I like the name a lot, too. Cool, man. If you could change your name, like, just like that, without the process and having to go through all that bullshit bureaucracy, what would you change your name to? No, you could change it back. Like, we just make it easy.
I want my name to be Blue in real life.
It's not difficult. You can do that. We can make that happen. Just go to the city office, man.
Technology.
We got the technology. This is another Nick Lightbearer. Another fan of Nick Lightbearer. Oh, I'm gonna do it for the fan. You know. Can I get a cheeky Nick saying, and maybe a sad Neil with a Nick moustache and a guitar? I'm not gonna feel. I'm really terrified of not living up to the sad Neil request, but I'll try. So let's do sad Neil. Sad Neil strumming his guitar. Hand underneath. He is right-handed, I guess. Like this. Bring! With the notes coming out like badly wrong. So here's Sad Neil playing his guitar. And you want a moustache on there. I better put the moustache near the colour, though. This is going to blend. It's just going to look like one massive, awful mouth. He's got a little moustache. There you go. This is Sad Neil. Sad Neil playing guitar, and his notes are coming out really badly. So he's Sad Neil. And Nick saying, rock and roll! Rock and roll! Alex was really kind. He let me really just punch that one when we did it. Because I think I blew out the speakers the first time I just launched into that. Rock and roll! He's like, it's a little bit too much. Alex.
Hi there, Carlos here. I want revenge. Just kidding. Nikolai and Nemesis are stronger than Carlos. I was curious about one thing. Do you speak Russian for real? Take care.
I don't. I did learn a little bit of words and stuff to make sure that I definitely did. I did work with a Russian voice coach to make sure that the Russian I was doing was as authentic as possible. Given the fact he was well travelled and that where he came from in Russia and all kind of stuff. So I did try to make it more authentic. I did learn how to say things like, spasiba and things like that, just like simple words and things, nothing like too... There is a swear word. I can't remember how you say it now, but I actually said it. It's grasnia priket or something like that. I can't remember it. That's wrong, but I learned how to say you're a fucking idiot in Russian. And I said it. It's actually, I think it's in the game, but as a muttering as I walk off. And I learned how to say it. I can't remember how you say it now. It's like Grozny Priket or something like that, right? And yeah, I can't remember how you pronounce it. But I learned how to say it because I wanted him to, like, why wouldn't he fucking swear in Russian, Why not? So so we did that, and I think I'm pretty sure I kept it. It was just kind of cool.
Hello is just Yvette.
What?
Hello, Yvette. Right?
Yeah, that's it.
Russian.
Privet. How do you say the first word?
Isn't it Prive?
Privet.
Like that.
Yeah, something like that. This is for Resident Evil 3, obviously, folks. So, but I don't speak Russian. It's a very, very difficult language. But I would love to be. I like the sound of it. I don't think I'd ever be able to learn it well because I am learning. I do learn Spanish and I'm learning Spanish it's probably one of the more straightforward languages to learn, quite frankly. But Russian is like, wow, that sounds like a very difficult language, but very beautiful, but very difficult language to do. I like the sort of, there's a sort of like, there's a kind of like, what do you call it? The placement is at the back of the throat, which is interesting. So I kind of like that. Being British speakers speak at the front, so anything that moves it around the mouth, I can really enjoy as accents and language. Cool. But yeah, thanks for the question. So next up is Alan. Happy Hanukkah, man. Hey, Alan. So can you wish me a happy Hanukkah? For sure I can. Gavin Reed would like to say a happy Hanukkah. I have relatives that celebrate Hanukkah. So I've only been to a few celebrations with them, but I'm down with it. It's a really nice celebration. So cool. Happy Hanukkah and all that. Happy Hanukkah. I'm not sure how It started, yeah, but how long does it go on for? I'm always fuzzy about that.
Week. I think it started on Friday.
Right. Sure thing. I hope you're enjoying your Hanukkah, dude. Thank you, Alan, for asking. That's really nice. Like I said, folks, you know, I'm cool with many people's different faiths and religions. I think it's a personal choice that people should make, one or the other. I don't understand that about humans. We sort of separate each other based on faith. It's like, it's all kind of the same thing. It's like when you look at the brass tacks of what faith is about, kind of the same thing, folks. Doesn't really make a difference what your cultural background is. It all kind of amounts to the same kind of premise of being good to each other and having a happy, positive, evolved life. I'm just saying, because I don't have a particular faith, but just saying. It's like, peace to everybody, man. Seriously. Pens. My pens are dying blue. The pens. The pens. Sorry, I have them all. The pens. Happy. I know. I hope you have a great time, Alan, and with family as much as you can be, depending on the situation, obviously. But happy Hanukkah, buddy. All right. So 38. What time is it? Oh yeah, no, it's fine. I'm just gonna be here till we finish. Don't worry about it. But Blue, if you need to shoot, you tell me, because obviously, you know, I've asked a favour. You sure? All right. Thank you, Blue. Next up is Evie. This is Choco Puffin.
So they wrote, they wanted you to say something naughty. They want to change it to Gavin saying something naughty.
Oh, this is for Gavin.
I'll have them confirm, but yeah.
Cool.
Wrote. It can be either something that Neil comes up with, the hottest cup of coffee I've ever seen.
I like that. You know,
they wrote fuck.
You know, you're
hottest fucking cup.
You know, you're the hottest fucking cup of coffee I've ever seen. Okay. So we're going with you're the hottest cup of fucking coffee you've ever seen. Okay, you're the hottest. Fuck. You see, what you don't realize is I really have to put my neck muscles into it. It's like it's not. You can't just roll it off the tongue. The fucking cup of coffee I've ever seen.
Gotta stop. Yeah, gotta stop and let that impact hit.
Yeah, you gotta brace.
Yeah, right?
Whoa! It's like,
that's what it feels like.
Okay, this is for Evie. All right, thank you very much, Evie. You're the hottest fucking you're the hottest fucking cup of coffee I've ever seen. There you go. That's you. So, thank you for that request. Thank you very much, folks. Who's up next? Hidden. Cool. This is Hidden Heroine, who is an amazing artist and also a hardcore member of the Chaos Crew. Has asked me to doodle all 4 of the Vagabonds. Alright, I will try. So, the Vagabond Chronicles, if you don't know, is a thing on Sunday that we do on Twitch. It's a roleplay group. We have Ratigan, who's a hedge wizard. So, I'm going to draw a hedge with Ratigan's head sticking out, peeking out the top. The little crown on his head, his little feet sticking out. So, that's Ratty. That's Ratty hidden. He's a hedge wizard, so he kind of lives in a hedge. It's an old gag, don't worry about it. Then we have Tactical Withdrawal Specialist, just Pete. Pete is going to be basically, he's going to be hiding in a bin with his legs sticking out. In a bin. So that's Pete in a bin, down there.
Love it.
He's hiding in a bin, he's a coward. Then we've got Steve, who's so beautiful. It's not Steve, so it's Ziggy. I'm going to draw his PPE mask. And his
what?
Well, okay, so Dr. Steve is the real human being that plays Ziggy in the game. And Steve is a real doctor. But for some inexplicable reason, when I start, my kid and I do little doodles of every chapter, and that's what we use like a promotion for the show. And my little one's cool, so she's down with like experimenting with like different ideas, and I tell her what the vague idea is going to be. For some inexplicable reason, because Steve's a doctor, my little one and I put Steve in a PPE mask as his character. So Steve, like the artwork, it kind of looks a little bit like this, like that. He's got PPE on. I don't ask me why. It just stuck, right? Because that's it. So that's Ziggy looking beautiful. He's also very beautiful. He's a 17-year-old beautiful hero, and he's like probably like the most courageous and heroic out of all of them. And then lastly but not leastly, we have Bondo. So I'm going to do Bondo here. His little helmet, his meat hat. So this is not how I draw them in. This is not how I draw them on the artwork, but I need my little one to do that. So I'm just going to do. This is just a doodle. And there's Bondo with his little hat of mead. You know, like one of those things you go to like the American football or something, and you have like beer hats.
Yes, we do. With
This is
like
a
the
mead
little
hat.
straws.
Yeah, little straws. This is a mead hat. Okay, it's got a little mead hat on. There you go. So this is for hidden. Merry Xmas hidden. Love. Neil. Cool. There you go, hidden. Your request for my chaotic, unthought out, badly planned doodles is yours. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for asking me. It's very kind of you. And next up is Chels. Hi, Chels. One of my favourite Astarion lines, please. Because there are so many favourite Astarion lines, and that is genuine, because they're all delicious. If anybody has a cool Astarion line they'd like me to throw out, I'm happy to put that on there, because I can guarantee you it's going to be one of my favourites. So, hang on a sec.
Unless you're looking for another nibble. ...
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that line, yes. Unless, of course, you're looking for another nibble. Yeah, like that, right? Cool. I'm down with that one. Okay, Charles, you got it. Thanks, folks. You have to understand it's something like 5,400 lines of dialogue I've done alone already or something like that, and there's like so much still to go. So you have to understand there's like a lot of dialogue still left, and it's impossible to keep remembering everything. Say that one again, please, Blue.
5,000 lines.
What? How does it go again?
Oh, unless you're looking for another nibble.
Thank you very much. Unless you're looking for another nibble.
Then ...
Always. You're completely correct. ... Smiley face ... Winky face ... Vampire fangs. There you go.
Marzipan, happy birthday!
Happy birthday, happy birthday, Marzipan. And this is to Charles. That's for you too. Cool. Thank you, Charles. That's it. Thank you. All right. Up next we have Tony Roy. And you want it or rather, it's for Tony Roy. And can you write it from Detective Gavin Reed? Absolutely. I don't know if Tony with 2 eyes is in the chat, but if they want me to put a Merry Christmas, I'm assuming they do. Maybe they don't. I don't know. So I'm assuming they do. All right. To Tony. How about Merry fucking Christmas?
Christmas.
From Detective Gavin Reed. Cool. He's looking a bit like. Do you think people like me? Do you think goats stink? I think goats stink.
He's looking a little.
He is looking a little confused about life, his purpose, perhaps. I don't know. let's explore Gavin Reed a bit more. So next up is Maria. Thank you for your hard. Oh, thank you. There's a note from Maria saying, "Thank you for your hard work. A sweet little nothing from a star room will make me super happy." Sure thing, Maria. No problem at all. That's very kind of you, and thank you for enjoying the work that we present, and thank you for supporting it. I really appreciate that. And like I said, you know, I get the reward of being in these roles. So for me, it's like wonderful to hear people's feedback. But I'm just blessed to be working as an actor, man. Thank you very much. This is for Maria. I'll do it which one. Okay. Okay, so they said, thank you for your hard work. A sweet little nothing from Astarian will make me super happy. So I've written, come here. I've got a sweet little something for you. It's not that little. And Blue has left.
I'm like it.
Sorry, I had to keep the starring going. So a little black heart. His little black heart down there as well. There you go, Maria. Thank you very much indeed.
Right there, a little tiny black.
Little tiny black heart. Come here. I have a sweet little something for you, and it's not that little. There you go. So that is from Maria. Thank you very much indeed. Cool. And another one for Maria. Thank you, Maria. That's very kind of you. And this is now, yeah, me in real life, dude. I guess after this, we're gonna. I think we're actually almost done now. But I'd love to take some other questions, especially anybody from on Instagram Live. If you want to come over to Twitch, if you can't, that's cool.
You guys, oh, they can't hear me. I'm gonna type in Instagram.
All right, cool. So Blue's gonna try and tag any questions from Instagram Live. Thank you very much, Blue, as well. You're awesome.
I did see one, unless you want to finish what you're doing.
No, this is cool. This is from Maria, but it's a very simple note of Merry Christmas.
I saw one earlier that asked if there was any influence behind Astarian's voice.
Many, actually. Yeah, I do tend to... thank you very much, Maria. Astarian is a combination of people. He is a combination of an actor. I'm not going to talk too much about them if it's okay, because I don't want it to lose the power of it, if that makes sense. It's partly based on a friend of mine, partly based on an actor that is not obscure but isn't that well known, but is very, very talented. That I think they may have sadly passed now, but he's a brilliant actor, and the way that he delivers certain types of lines, I use that. It's also based on some ideas that we had when we first started him. But yeah, it's based on an actor that I really like, and also a person that I know have known for like 30 years. No, sorry, for 22 years. And it's based on them, which I really enjoy the fact that it is based on them, because they don't know. I don't want to tell them. So I used, this is for his voice, obviously. His character, was written, and obviously that we've been developing his characters as we go along together, Lauren and the directors and myself and the writers. But his voice is very much based on a friend of mine and also an actor I liked, yeah. But heavily on the friend side, I have to say. My friend doesn't know this, but it's heavily based on him. So yeah, I hope that answers the question. This is getting real hot under here, folks. Wow. So
He like Kenneth Williams.
No, I didn't base it on Kenneth Williams. Kenneth Williams has actually a very nasal quality and talks, oh, matron, and talks like that. So that's actually, oh no, I couldn't pull, no. That's how Kenneth Williams speaks. It's not Kenneth Williams, and I wasn't aiming for Kenneth Williams when I started the voice. Yeah, it's a heightened RP accent. So it's not posh. The note was theatrical. So I based it on somebody that has that is in theatre that I know and love, and I do love him very much. And it's sort of based on his accent and his mannerisms in a way, but it's not Kenneth Williams. That's not a thing. Although Kenneth Williams has a heightened accent as well. But here he's very nasally and he talks like that and he's very like this. So no, it's not. It's not Kenneth Williams. What's that?
Is that like a fancy twang? It's like, I don't know how to
Kenneth
describe
Williams.
it. That's how I describe it.
He was a Londoner. He used to talk like this. And he was from London. But there's a certain thing. In the 50s, they used to have to learn acting. And so they'd train their voice, you know. So they talk like this. So actually, he's actually from London, I believe, Kenneth Williams. He was actually working class London. I don't think he wasn't rich or anything like that. He wasn't from well-to-do. But there was a sort of, a sort of way of talking, isn't there, like that. So that's kind of like him. So there's, I can hear how people could misunderstand that, but it's not based on Kenneth Williams. There is like a similarity in the voice, I guess, but that wasn't my aim.
I regret asking this question.
Why are you regretting it, man? Don't regret it. Well, you're regretting it, really. Why? Have I just gone off on one? Have I just not... This is too much. I need to stop now. Okay, right. We have somebody else actually. Sorry, I didn't miss, but almost missed. I'm not sure who this is for, but this is for Gavin Reed. Can you say "Merry fucking Christmas, shitbird"? That's actually mixing Resident Evil 3. I like it. Resident Evil 3 and Detroit Become Human together. So it's Gavin Reed. Thank you so much. It's a surprise for someone. Okay, I don't know who this is for. So if it's a surprise for somebody, you might want to get into chat and tell us the name it's supposed to be. Although they might hear it, so maybe don't do that, or see it, or it's not to hear it. I don't know. It's not made out to anybody, but there's a message on it. So I don't know who this is for. So I guess I should leave it blank, just in case the person works out. What's that? Leave it blank. I'll leave it blank. I didn't want to spoil anything. All right, cool. So. My fucking Christmas, shitbird. Right. And actually, the dude who plays Mikhail in Resident Evil 3 is also another long-term collaborator with me, and I with him, which is Bill Hope, who originally you might know him from Aliens, but he's done a shit ton of stuff since then. And he's a wonderful actor, man. He's so much fun. Yeah, he's great. Bill and I go way back, and he and I have worked together about three or four times now, I think. And he's just great, man. He's a really lovely actor to work with. And occasionally we do have a pint together, which is cool. And that's signed by Gavin Reed.
Love it.
I was going to do a silly thing like Gavin misspells his own name, but I'm not going to do that. It's too much. My fucking Christmas, shitbird. There you go. From Gavin Reed.
That's perfect.
I'll put my signature if you don't mind as well. That's all right. Here you go. Cool. Wow, that's been great. Any other questions for folks? If anybody does still want to grab a photo, I'm still here. So if you do, you're most welcome to go to streamly.com/Neil Newbon and grab one now, and I can sign it. And if not, we're going to take some questions anyway. But thanks very much for everybody for joining us. But if you have any questions, please ask. I'll do my best to answer them if I can.
Sun6 asked, what was it like working on the Holly Oaks set? To enjoy in that kind of soap opera style.
Here's an interesting thing. So Hollyoaks was never on my radar of things I wanted to do. And I got approached, obviously I got asked to audition, and one of the things about the character, Simon Walker, was that they were presenting a character that I hadn't seen in a soap opera before, at least a soap opera like that. So I was really like, this is weird, that's strange. So I was very interested, and Rick Laxton, who's the Wicked casting director, who's great, asked me in, and I knew of Rick's reputation that he was a very nice guy and a good casting director as well, so I wanted to come meet him anyway. And I was very lucky to be asked in the first place. I mean, I'm not saying that I deserve to be in there, but they asked me. So it was very nice of them. So I came in and I had a very clear take on how I wanted to do the character, thinking because it was a soap that they wouldn't necessarily let me play it more like a drama than than the heightened reality that you get with a soap opera. And I'm not really I'm not a soap actor in that way. There's a lot of things that I find quite difficult when you work in soaps, I guess. But Emma Smethwick, who was the amazing producer, the executive producer at the time, she was actually trying to slightly change the nature of Hollyoaks in a way. And I think for that season alone, it definitely had a different feel to it, which I loved. And, you know, she was very cool about supporting her actors. And I said, you know, to her that I kind of don't want to play like heightened emotions. You know, I know there's a certain style that goes with soap opera, but I can't play that very well. I just want to play it, you know, for real as I see it, and not sort of, you know, try and play it as much of a drama as possible. And it worked. It was great. I had so much fun on that, and I got to meet Emmett Scanlon, who's an old friend, a good friend of mine, and Claire Cooper, his now wife, and they became very close friends, as well as Joe Trissini, who's an amazing actor and comedian, and I think a whole bunch of people that I really liked. I really enjoyed it. I was only supposed to be there for like 2 months, and it changed into this crazy relationship, and we ended up doing a year and a bit, and we did this huge late night special that was basically like a road trip. It was like a criminal road trip. It was brilliant. And we did this one-off special TV thing as well. It was great, man. I loved it. I had a really good time on Hollyoaks. And I never thought I'd actually say that, because obviously before that, it was like Hollyoaks was never really on my radar of things I wanted to do. But then I was presented with Simon Walker, which was essentially a character, an undercover cop that goes rogue. So it's not just like playing an undercover cop, and it was actually, he's gone rogue, which is interesting in itself. And then the reasons for why he goes rogue, which are in the world of soap opera, let's face it. But I like the way that they let me develop the character with them, and you know, we had good people that let us riff a little bit. And working with Emmett was brilliant. He and I just worked like this. We just danced. It was great. I loved working with Emmett. He and I, man, we had a lot of fun. We also improvised a little bit, and they let us, you know, a certain degree they let us do it. Well, improvising on a soap opera, man, it's just like, it's unusual. Do you know what I mean? To let us do that, and to let us explore character and explore scenes. Because the good thing about Hollyoaks, the way they shoot, is that they don't shoot multi-cam so much. They have like 2 cameras, A and B usually, but they're not doing cross multi-cam. Which is sort of the hallmark of a lot of soap operas. Now they might do, I don't know, but at the time they didn't. So we shot it like a TV drama, but it was in the world of soap. So that in itself meant it was going to be a very different experience to, say, doing something like EastEnders, which is a multi-camera technique, which is tricky because you've got a lot of material to get through. You're already getting huge amounts of coverage. So I don't know, from what I hear, you may not be able to get to do scenes as many times as the actors might want. Whereas in Hollyoaks, we sometimes we could take our time. Although we did get very close to filming a scene that was due for TX that day, I think, or something like that. Something nuts like that. It was the schedule was full on, man. But yeah, I enjoyed it. So Simon Walker was a great character. Yeah, it was fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, people really like your character. Like the chat is saying that was the best season.
Thank you. Yeah, it's the season I was interested in the most. You know, I never watched Hollyoaks before or after, to be honest, but I really liked it. I thought we did some really cool work, man. Yeah, and Emma Smethwick is a big part of that, as well as, you know, Gareth Lemon and a whole bunch of the writers and stuff that facilitated all these relationships that we were exploring. But yeah, Emma was the driving force behind trying to do something they hadn't done before, really. My death sequence was full on because obviously I do stunts and combat and stuff. So I did all my own stunts, apart from, I think, the motorbike chase I didn't do. It was too dangerous. But I did everything else, including the death by train stunt, which was just fucking brilliant. I don't want to ruin it too much for you. I guess I have ruined it for you, Blue, but it's been out for a while.
I have not seen it, but Cloaker Queenie Walker went splat.
Yeah, but they aired it. I didn't think because the thing is, we have this massive fight sequence beforehand, and obviously I'm a martial artist, and I decided that he should do martial arts. He should do like Taekwondo or something like that. So he developed a very heavy kicking and elbows and stuff like that. Sorry, this is a terrible way of describing martial art. Anyway, the point is that he's very dynamic in his martial arts, and we established that Brendan would be a brawler. So these 2 different fight styles also mirrored who they were and everything, which was kind of cool. We did this really full-on fight sequence, and I thought, they're going to do like 2 punches of the entire thing, and then they'll get rid of it. And they didn't. They kept the whole thing. And I thought, well, if they're going to do that, they're going to cut away from... Because the stunt I had to do was getting kicked in the chest, and then what was it? Being elbowed in the face, coming back onto the rails of the train track, being punched up into the air. So I literally leap up and fall backwards, and then the train hits me. And we did it. We did this stunt, and it looks brilliant and brutal and full on. And this is like a 6:30 show. I was like, there's no way they're going to show this, man. There's no way they're going to show this. And they did. And they got fined about 200 grand.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. That's pounds, not US dollars, man. It's more like 300 or 250 or something like that. But they got fined for that because it was so full on. And I respected the fact they did it. I think, you know what? I don't think it was full on. It wasn't like so bad it was traumatizing anybody. It wasn't that bad. You didn't see like blood and guts and stuff like that, you know. But it was just a really full on fight, man. That they kept it, and I was like, cool. You all fought for it. Wicked. I'm down with it. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah. So that's the Hollyoaks thing. Yeah, that's great.
I'll have to check it out. I just see a lot of love in the chat for that character.
Oh,
for
thank
you
you.
in that show.
Simon Walker.
Yeah.
All right, Brendan. Simon's he's like a softly spoken like North Londoner from Camden area or around that way. I can't remember the lines from. When you fall down, Brendan. He talks like that. He's a little Astarian,
Really?
actually. Yeah, he's a little like that. He's sort of hard. I based him on I used animal work, and I based him on a hooded cobra. I thought it was quite interesting.
Oh.
Just the way he sort of tastes people's fear and stuff, you know, and he looks out of the peripheral of his eyes quite a lot. I based him on the movement of a hooded cobra, so he's sort of very still when he strikes. It's very fast. Something like that. Not everything, obviously. You can't do that for everything, but I just thought it was kind of cool. Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool, folks. Well, I guess unless anybody's got any other questions, we might wrap it up here. And I don't think anybody else necessarily would like any other signings. That's cool. I really hope that you like the doodles and things you've asked me to do. Caveating not an artist. Caveating not an artist. Yeah, you cool with them, Blue. You like them.
I do.
You have to say that. You're my friend. All right. Well, I think it's fair to. Oh my God, his head is just wet. It's the wrong thing to wear.
Oh man. Oh, man.
Just gonna wring this thing out, man. Fucking hell, dude.
But yeah, happy holidays. Look at that. I love it. Oh man.
Happy holidays.
Happy Christmas.
Yeah, happy Hanukkah, happy Merry Christmas. Kwanzaa's coming soon, isn't it? Isn't Kwanzaa soon?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember the date, but yeah. But yeah. Anyways, thank you. Unless there's anybody else got a question that we can quickly do. Thank you very much for everybody joining. Thank you so much for the support and interest in the work that I do with other people, and for liking the games and having a reaction to the character, whether you like them or not, is actually kind of don't mind actually. But I really appreciate that people are sort of like saying whether they like the game and had a good experience and everything. I really appreciate people being interested in my work, so I really appreciate that enormously. And also, thank you very much, Blue, for just dealing with me generally as a friend.
Oh, you know me.
I know. I know, which is why you're a saint. Saint Blue. I'm not a member of the Catholic religion. I can't do that for you, Blue. You have to perform 3 miracles. One is getting me on streaming, so that's 1 miracle down.
Can I suggest a raid?
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, we'll do a raid. I'm going to say very quickly before we do that. I'm going to say very quick bye to everybody on Instagram. Thank you very much for hanging out. I have no idea how to turn this off, so bye. Thanks, folks.
Just fling the phone.
Yeah, it's really against the wall. It's fine. No, I'm pretty sure I just undid the live thing. Maybe. We'll find out in 20 minutes when I go to the toilet, I guess. All right. So so thank you to the Instagrammers. And so what was that?
Brian and Amelia. Oh, we could do that.
What? Raid Bride and Amelia?
We've never done it.
Fuck! Like what? We've never done that? Is that possible? We're totally doing it.
They've never been.
All right,
we're
doing it.
So.
We're doing it. We're gonna raid the shit out of them, Blue. All right.
Revenge.
So thank you very much to everybody for hanging out. If anybody's interested that doesn't know what I'm talking about, on Sunday, tomorrow, is the Vagabonds Chronicle episode 16 or something like that. On my YouTube channel, which I do have a little YouTube channel for all the past stuff, which this is going to be on as well, but it's also going to have the Vagabonds chapters from 3 all the way to 16. And we've got a surprise coming for people that are fans of the show, which we'll talk about later as soon as we can talk about it. But yeah. So without further ado, Thank you very much. Merry Christmas, and Merry Christmas to Blue too.
Yeah. I'm excited. Happy New Year almost.
Happy New Year, everybody, and almost and stuff. Let's get it through it one day at a time. All right. Ready to raid?
Raid in 3, 2, 1.
Bye, folks. I guess I stopped streaming now, right?
Yep.
Bye.